Hi everyone, today we're going to be making my fried dumplings. We're going to start off by pouring some cooking oil into a frying pan over a medium heat. You want about a quarter of your frying pan to be filled in order for you to fry your dumplings properly. Next, you're going to go ahead and get 2 cups of flour and you're going to get a tablespoon of baking powder. Just try and find the tablespoon. I had some struggles here. There you go. 1 tablespoon of baking powder into your flour mix. Next, you want to go ahead and get some salt. And you're going to do about a quarter to a half teaspoon of your salt into your flour, your dry mix, and begin to just whisk that. Incorporate that. Some persons like to sift it. I prefer to whisk it. Now the next thing you want to do is, I know it may sound weird, is butter. 2 heaping tablespoons of cold butter will make a difference. This is actually what gets the crust on our fried dumplings to be nice and flaky. So put that right into your dry mix and go ahead and whisk that in. Now once you've whisked that in, you want to go ahead and get some cold water. The key to making some really nice dumplings is cold water. Slowly begin to just add your water into your flour mix and begin to incorporate that to make your dough. Now do a little bit at a time, but as you go, you're going to want to keep adding that water. Now I start off by using a spoon first just to try and get everything incorporated, but eventually I'll move it to our cutting board. So go ahead and put some flour on the cutting board. That's what I like to do, just to make sure it doesn't stick. And I take out that dough and begin to knead that dough. And I'm going to knead this dough for about 5 minutes or until everything is incorporated nice and soft. So go ahead and just knead your dough, twist it, knead it again. But the whole idea is to get everything nice and incorporated. Now once I've got my dough kneaded, I actually take it and put it aside for about 5 minutes to sit, just under some plastic wrap. Now it's not necessary, but I find by doing this each time I get really nice dumplings. Tear it off. There we go. Into the bowl, cover it up, and we're gonna wait for 5 minutes. Now, of course, we won't wait for 5 minutes. We're gonna speed it up. Here we go. It's time to take it out. Exactly. So take out your dough. I usually like to keep some of the flour from the bowl on it. It does help to actually separate the dough into smaller sections. And that's what we're going to do. Now, one of the tips that I like to share with everyone is to actually make your small dumpling balls or rolls, whatever you like to call them, at one time. If it's going to be 10, make all 10 at one time. Don't start frying them off one by one. So now I'm going to just go ahead and start rolling out some fried dumplings. So I'm here, doing this fried dumpling video for you, and all of a sudden, Mr. wants to make his dumplings too. So what he's gonna do is show you how to do a braided fried dumpling, and it's actually quite simple. You take 3 pieces of the dough and begin to just put them into long spirals. Take a look and see. So just pinch them together at the top and begin to just do it like we do a regular braid. And once you reach the end of it, you want to pinch the ends together. And that's how you put a braid in your fried dumplings. And a secret tip is put some cinnamon in there if you really want to kick it up a notch. Now that we have all of the dumplings good to go, I begin to put them into our oil. As you can see, the oil is ready because why? It's been sitting there on medium all this time. Oh, and of course, the braid. Now I let it sit until the bottom has a nice crust on it. I don't play around with it a lot. And after a while, I begin to turn them. Now my dumplings, I like them to have a nice light color. Some persons like to have a darker color. If you want a darker color, just leave them in for a longer time on each side. Once they're finished, you want to move them from your pot or from your frying pan into a bowl with some paper towel just to soak up the excess oil. And there you go, my fried dumplings. Now I always have to check it before I serve it, and I do that by doing a quick little tear apart test. Now these are hot. There you go, nice fried dumplings. Thanks for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And there's the final dish.